This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 9 team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. He'll ride the back again here. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They look to throw it here on second down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Snags a quick throw. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving the quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Completion sets up a second down play. He'll hand it off. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
And just like that, this defense takes advantage of a bad decision by the quarterback, steps in front of it for the interception. Now they've got great field position here early in this game.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Fights off a defender. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Keeping it on the ground here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They're going to run it. And they bring them down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Here comes a handoff. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the single back takes the handoff. Great move in the open field. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now.
Yeah, I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Going for his running back. Here's the target, and it's complete. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally goes out of bounds, but a huge play by this offense to wrap up the first quarter.
Alabama 7, Georgia Tech 0.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Nowhere to run up the middle.
No, I don't blame him. Go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. Hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed on that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
That's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
On the handout, they'll test the right side here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
He's tackled at the 23-yard line.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
This is a deflating play for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback, and he uses his legs to pick it up.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. The back's got it. And tackled after a small pickup there. And a player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Try and muscle for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, gosh, they go for the big play and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Can he get there on the ground? Jukes to get free. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, tie.
What a combination. This quarterback and this receiver. What I love here is the quarterback does a good job of not waiting too long. You're going to run out of room if you do. Got the ball out early enough, gave the receiver a chance to not only make the catch, but to get his feet down for that touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
On the run here. Lets it go. The quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. He makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another 3rd down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left side. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. Oh, that one's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Across the 40. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Gives it to the back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks, though, and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's fourth down. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Breaking free at the 35. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss. It just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The QB throws his third pick of the day. You bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Chris, it's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because
And looking for a big play here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here's the handoff. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him about the 14. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. And they'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Now it's second down here. Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Here's the throw deep downfield. Catch made down inside the 15. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
See if they can convert the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to field it. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch, and he goes down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yardage on that pass play.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down, looking to throw the football. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly down the field here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. He's going to take off here. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Punt over the middle. It's Amatova. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And he'll set up to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. The deficit remains 17 points off the miss.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead he shakes it.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. And they'll use the ground game here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here's the 2nd down play. He'll hand it off. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Receiver makes the grab. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Hit as he released it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. The linebacker shifting around now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient.
Catch made down inside the 10. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
That's textbook execution by the receiver on the corner route for the first down. And a good find by the quarterback.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 24, Georgia Tech 7.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on. And they'll set up with a PAT. Oh, and it's blocked. Still a live ball here.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He'll take a deep shot here. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Alabama looking to convert on 4th down here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end and see what he can do after the catch.
A solid 1st down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. And they finish it off here on 2nd and goal. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
The defense is hanging tough here. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1.
Let's go.
They'll try to run this one in. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Boy, this has been tough to watch. So disappointing. They just can't punch it in. They're that close on 3rd down, and the offensive line gets dominated at the line of scrimmage, and you tackle behind the line. Oh, my gosh. Chris, the question is, are they going to go for it here on 4th down, or are they just going to take the points?
Touchdown, Alabama. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. Georgia Tech offense is back out there. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was 0 in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Trying to extend the play. He'll throw it now. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you see your victory.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And they'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, staying holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's 3rd down and long. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Finds an open target on the left side. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
2nd down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the 4th quarter.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Man, that is how you prevent an offense from punching it in when they get inside the 10-yard line. That is back-to-back sacks for this defense near the goal line.
The coach is not feeling the field goal attempt. They're going for it on 4th and goal here. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
They'll run it to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. The Yellow Jackets have 1st and 10 here.
That's a 1st down on offense.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.